I'm back again with DBA in a Box. We are getting ready to open our 6th package. This is the final one in our initial $2,500 investment. By the way, very bright out here, very hot out here. So if you see me squinting, it's because the sun's in my eyes, but I wanted to get better light than what we had in the previous videos. I do still want to be out here because that is a reminder of why I'm doing this and why we are doing this. So today's pallet, or actually it's 3 boxes that came in. It's 142 pieces. It's a tools package, or a tools lot. One of our goals throughout this entire initial process is to try out various types of pallets and types of lots to see what's going to be the best and provide us with the best opportunity moving forward. Now, we have had some sales on the things from the previous lots. If you remember the phones, so far we've got 3 offers on those. We're still negotiating negotiating price because the offers were a little lower than what we wanted to take. But that said, we're going to move forward. Now this lot, there's something very special in here that I really wanted to get. I'm actually going to be donating it. It's not for sale, which is interesting because it's actually got some value to it. And I'll explain why it's so important and why I'm donating it when we find it. So there are 3 boxes. Don't want to take too long getting to them, but let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, box number 1. Here we go. God, I gotta sharpen that. That is shameful to have a knife that's that unsharp. Okay, so let's see what we got in here. We have Gator Power screw-on sanding discs. Yep, those are, I don't know, those are $3 or $4. We'll package them together into a bundle and sell them as a group. We got a screw and a knob, that's garbage. We have square cut gator line. Okay, so this is for Oregon string trimmers. It's pre-cut string trimmer line. I think that was worth like $3 or $4. We have Hot Chili's extra small women's razzle. This is basically a hoodie without a hood. It's a sweater with this, I don't know what you call it. Basically it's a hoodie without a hood. Alright, next we have, now this is interesting, this is a diamond clamp. This clamp is actually worth some cash, or it's supposed to be. We're going to find out right now what it's actually worth. Now, you may remember I was having trouble before with the other app I was using, so I am just going to use the Amazon Seller app and see what this says. Might be too much. Oh, wait. You get it? Yeah, about $30. It's not worth as much as I thought it was, but $30. We stopped using the Shop Savvy app. So there are supposed to be a bunch of these in here. This is a one-handed PVC cutter. Cuts up to 2-inch PVC, 2.5-inch outside diameter. And these are also, I think, worth a little bit. We'll go ahead and scan that guy as well. Yeah. So I'm seeing prices in Amazon ranging from one hand to, this is 37116. So ranging from about $40 for a new one all the way up to about 87. And there should be several of those in there. So cool. Here's another one right here on top. We'll just go ahead and put that there. So that should be, at least $30 a piece. It might be 87. We'll find out. All right, what do we have in here? It says 12 DC on top. Let's see what this bad boy is. So there were some assorted items in here too. So let's see what we got here. This is this box is already open. Okay, so this is a valve of some kind. We'll scan it and find out what it's worth. I didn't mention it, but all in, $235 for this package. I think that's right. I'll update the price when I do the video, when I edit. So this is a 12-volt gas and liquid valve. Like I said, we'll look that one up and I'll put a price down if it's worth anything. I'm not going to scan everything while we're sitting here on video. I know you don't want to waste that time waiting while I wait for results, so we'll just set that off to the side. What we got here? Hermit Habitat Hermit Crab Sand. Yes, that's right, Hermit Crab Sand. Man, what a tool. Love that. Not really worth anything, but I love it. All right, let's see, what do we got here? We have a clutch plate for a Honda transmission. Well, I don't think that was worth anything. I think it was like $5. Get some shower hooks. Yeah, $5. Let's see what else we got here. We've got a On the Road LED lighting solutions. This is for like a license plate. It's a license plate cover that has an LED track inside it, so you can put LEDs around your license plate. By the way, we're going through record heat here right now, and I will tell you that's going to affect me, so I am going to sweat, but you know what? If I'm sweating, I must be working. All right, let's see what we got here. Pepper skins, hot chilies, pepper skins. I looked these up. They're about 10 to 15 bucks depending on where you sell them. This one has been opened, it looks like, so we'll check those out. Some more of the Gator line. Again, $2 or $3. We'll bundle it together. Some more Gator line, $2 or $3. We'll bundle it together, make it a 3-pack. We have 3M high performance double coated tape, 6-inch diameter circle. So this is tape in a 6-inch circle. This was one of the assorted items. I have no idea what that's worth. We'll look it up. Magnetizer, demagnetizer. That's so you can take your screwdriver and make it magnetic. I think those are a couple bucks. I don't think they're very expensive. Ground fault sensor relay. Now this is not what I was expecting for the ground fault sensor, but this thing, believe it or not, this is a ground fault sensor. I'll have to test it out, obviously. Now these are shelf pulls, so theoretically this should be brand new. This thing goes for $163. I kid you not. If it works, that's $163. It's a industrial testing tool. It's for finding ground faults in circuits in like cars and things like that. $163 if it works. We have a toilet sealing gasket. That's about $2. We have some adhesive plastic mini hooks. $1 at most. We have a hard hat with the shell. This is brand new, blue. Squeeze lock suspension hard hat, blue regular brim. So I actually just bought one of these and it was like 20 bucks. So that's brand new in the package. Should be 20 bucks. Let's see what we have here. DeWalt 4.5-inch fiber discs for a disc sander. It is sealed. I'm not going to open it. I actually have the sander that's in the picture. But we'll take a look at that. These are lubricated fiber discs. So they're sanding discs. I'm curious what those are worth. We have a UPC of any kind. We get that. Let's see if that'll work. Maybe it'll work. I'm using the box as a shield so that we can scan this. Okay. How about like this? Can we scan it like this? How about like that? There we go. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it didn't find anything specific. Kind of looks like it might be this thing. If it is, they are $4 a piece, and this is a 25 pack, so that may be $100. We'll have to look that up. I don't think that's $100, but we'll look it up. All right, let's see what else we got here. Faucet aerator. Just for a sink, it lets air into the water so that if you've got a steady stream of air, of water coming out, now you have a stream with air. We have sweet corn seed. That's garbage. We have an air filter for an Echo chainsaw. I have an Echo chainsaw. I will probably keep that. It's only about $1. We have a roll. Now this is actually a cool roll. So this is not just tape. This is fiberglass tape. When I looked this up, this was about $60. So if you think about this right now, we got 163. We got, let's not even count that because I'm not sure about it. We got 60 here. That's a 220. That was about 60. It was either 60 or 80. Let's call it 60. So we got 380. 280, 300, 310, $310 so far. We're still going through the first box, and our cost was $234. We're up by $100 already, not counting shipping. We'll get into that. Some more corn, garbage. We have some small screws. These are the screws that are used for hard drives. Yeah, so I do computer stuff, so I'll keep those. They're not worth much anyhow. We have an extra hard insert bit. This is a flathead bit. It has obviously been opened. There's tape holding it in place. I'll keep those. And this is part of the reason that I bought this pallet, is to keep some of this stuff. This is a magnetic nut setter. I have no idea what a nut setter is, but yeah, I'm going to open it and see, just because I'm curious. And I'm trying to build up my set of tools, so that's part of why you're going to see me keeping more than normal out of this one. The idea was that I was buying the tools for myself, and then anything we could sell to offset the cost of them. Okay, so nut setter. Yeah, okay, one of those guys. That's about $2. That'll just go in my personal stuff. Anything else in here? Some more hard drive screws. Again, keep those. Always can use them. Just make sure nothing's lost in the paper. There's something. A couple of things. Grease gun coupler. Those are $1 or $2. And then some more hard drive screws. So many hard drive screws. I guess that's what they're using to fill the assorted. So if you didn't know how this works on the sites, basically what they will do is they will pad the number of items in the box by adding a bunch of cheap small stuff like these. So you'll have a couple of things that are expensive, like this $163 relay, sensor relay. You'll have a bunch of middle-of-the-line stuff like the $30 PVC cutters, and then you'll have a bunch of little stuff. This guy, this one, the hermit crab sand. They really don't have much value, and they're putting it in there specifically because they're cheap and they pad the number count. So that when you're dividing it out and you say, well, gee, I got 142 items for $30 or for $300. Or in this case, $230 for 142 items, you're thinking, yeah, well, that's less than 50 cents an item, so I should be okay. Well, the truth is, half of this stuff is too small to ship. And if it's too small to ship, it's too small to use unless you use it personally. So that's what they're doing. That said, now we're going to move on to box 2. Box 2, let's see what we got. Alright. Kind of waiting because I still want to see this one item I specifically wanted. Now this is from a seller that we bought a couple of these pallets from, through liquidation.com, and this seller has always, every pallet we've gotten so far has been exactly what they said it would be. So I'm not fearing another pallet dispute. Let's start out. We got 3 more of these. These are the polka dot legging thing. We got a pair of Child's flippers. I will bet those will sell with this being the summer. They are still factory sealed too. Probably not much, maybe 10 or 20 bucks. We'll see. They're not like super expensive ones. Oh, perfect timing. I was just getting ready to go get one of these for myself. It's the end of a hose that makes it spray. Another one of the pipe cutters, another 30 bucks. Moving bands. So these mover bands, you put these around things like dressers or refrigerators or whatever to keep the doors from flapping open. These are supposed to be like 30 bucks worth. Another one of these spray heads. That one will sell. I think those are about 10 bucks for that one. We got some safety eyewear. It's Honeywell branded safety eyewear. This is another thing that I wanted at least one of for myself, so I'll take that one with the box. It's all crushed up. And I'm digging because my other things are in here and I want to pull them out and talk about 2 of them at the same time. More Gator line, 2 more of those. The heck is, oh, okay, hose hanger for the side of your house. It's one of the ones that fits on the side of your house, fits on the side of your house, and you wrap your hose in it. I think my neighbors wanted one of those, so I'll try and sell it to them. 2 more of the spray nozzles, another 10 bucks for the 2. Another tool, another 30 bucks. Another spray head, another 5 bucks. This is some kind of splitter where it goes in once and then comes out 2, or it goes in 2 and comes out 1. I don't know, probably $1. Little plastic thing. Another one of these guys. Another 30 bucks. 5 of them. Crossfire safety goggles. Crossfire is pretty good safety goggles. I'm not sure what they're worth, but they are worth more than $1. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's go with me. That's with those. That's with those. All right, so another pair of Crossfire glasses. And we have a tiltable lighting head. It's one of the ones that gets recessed in the ceiling and sits there and shines down. Perfect timing. I just had one of these die. Those are about 20, maybe 30 bucks. So the flat nose pliers, those are mine. $1.50. All right, what is this? This is something. I do not know what that is. It's a little plastic thing in a plastic case and it's taped closed, so I can't tell what it is. Something Micro 100. There is a UPC on it. Maybe I can scan it. Let's see if I can scan this thing and find out what it is. I still have no idea what this is. I'm going to have to take it and figure it out. It's something Micro 100. And I do not remember seeing it. It's kind of heavy for its size. So I definitely need to look that up. Alright, I want to talk about these. So this is the Cat T tourniquet from North American Rescue. Now these are designed as a way to stop major blood flow in the event of a wound that hits an artery. So let's say you hit the artery in your arm, you can put this around your arm and tighten it down. hits you in the femoral artery, which is on the inside of your thigh, hits you on that, you get hit there, or you're working on something, you're banging on metal and a piece flies off and hits you, and it's just unlucky enough that it hits the artery, this will stop the bleeding and it will save your life. So if you didn't know, I'm ex-military. I did 2 combat tours and a couple of hostile fire tours. The difference being combat is declared combat and hostile fire means that you're in a dangerous place but there's no declared war. I cannot tell you how many people I know personally where this saved their life. I literally have at least 3 of these in each of my cars. In my opinion, there should be one of these in every car in America. There should be one of these inside the house somewhere in every house in America, and on a multi-story house there should be one on each floor. These save lives. No kidding, no BS. I've seen it myself. One of my very best friends was over in Afghanistan. He was walking, he stepped on an IED. Stepped on an IED. The only reason he's alive today is this exact tourniquet. In fact, he believes in it so much he went to work for North American Rescue. I cannot stress it enough, whether you get it from me, whether you get it from somebody else, everybody should have these and should know how to use them. There's a free video on how to apply them on the North American Rescue site, and I believe they've got it on YouTube also. Buy these, no matter who you buy them from, buy these. I'm buying them to donate to my workplace. We have shops, machine shops, and we have a very big emphasis on safety. This is the one thing that's not there. I talked to the guy about it very recently, and I said, why don't we have these there? And he said, I don't know. And one of the main reasons I bought this package was to donate these to my workplace so that the people that work with me will be safe. And there are 25, a lot of money here, but I'm very specifically getting them for my workplace. I may have a few left over. If I do, I'll sell them on eBay or on the shop. I cannot emphasize enough, these are important, and these are generation 7, which is the latest generation. So whether it's from me, whether it's from somebody else, at least get one and know how to use it and put it in your car. At least one. I cannot emphasize that enough. Guy working on a construction site, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, banging on a piece of metal flew off, hit him in one of his arteries. Did not have any tourniquets around. He was fortunate that there was a guy there who had been through some training on how to do it the old school way the military used to do, called a field expedient tourniquet. Saved his life. If he'd had one of these, he could have done it himself with one hand, never been in any real danger. I'm not kidding. Buy these from somebody and use them. On a similar vein, this is a life straw. I mentioned it in another video. There are a bunch of these that are still closed. These are, and the other one was in the package. This one, we have one that's open so I can actually show you. Basically, this is a filter. You take that end, you stick it in the dirty water. You take that end up here, you suck the water through it. The water, no matter how dirty going in, comes out clean on this end. I forget, I think it's like 20 micron filter in there. It's a really tiny filter. The only thing it does not do is some of the biological things, the viral type, where it's very, very, very tiny, may slip through this, but incredible water filtration system. Again, 15 bucks a piece for these. I suggest everybody have one, at least one. Probably one's enough for 1 or 2 is enough for a family. Whether you're camping, survivalist type, you're getting ready for the end of the world as we know it, military, or you just want to be sure that if something happens to the water supply for the city you live in, you have a way to drink safely. There it is. And then we got a small roll of duct tape. And that does it for box number 2. I would say right now we're sitting, if the ground sensor relay works, I'm going to guesstimate we're at about 5, maybe, depending on how many of the life straws and the tourniquets I sell versus donating, somewhere between $500 and $600 right now on a $230 purchase. Box number 3, and believe it or not, this is actually the heaviest box. I may have to move some of this stuff. As a matter of fact, time out, I'm going to go get a case and put them all in the case. All right, I am back, and it's time. Box number 3. So far, I'm pretty happy with this box. I mean, am I getting rich on it? Probably not. But I mean, I've seen at least $500 or $600 worth of stuff. We still have a box to go. I've already more than doubled my money, and that's even with me keeping all that stuff that I pointed out. So of course I'm keeping the packing paper so that I can use it to send stuff. All right, what do we got here? We have a Hot Chili's Geo Pro. This is the pants that go with that sweater, or that sweatshirt, the zip-up sweatshirt that was in the other box. Those are actually the pants that go with it, so we can sell that as a set. We got some digital camo, medium size youth crew neck. We'll have to, of course, take that out, see if it's got tags on it. We hope it does. Digital camouflage, which matches the ACU pattern. There's another one of these wrenches or cutters. Let's see what else we got in here. Mortal Causes audiobook, still sealed, $10. Awesomeness. More tourniquets. Another pair of safety glasses. I'll have to look up what that particular brand is worth, but it should be pretty good. Valve installation tool. I think that's like $5. Still in the package. Tactics torque wrench set. I'm actually keeping these, but they're probably $5–10. Another one of our cutting tools. Another $30. All day long. All right, what do we got here? This is heavy, whatever it is. High cap fuse. This box is obviously not new. It's some kind of fuse. I wonder if this size and as heavy as this thing is, if it's really a fuse, it's like one that goes on a power pole, like a utility power pole. Because this thing is heavy and it's big. So let's see what we got. This box is also pretty old, so who knows? Who knows if that's what's actually in it? Oh, now that's a fuse. Look at this thing. Holy cow. That is a fuse. We'll have to test it to make sure it's got continuity going through it. 600 volts AC fuse. Time delay fuse at that. Special purpose fuse. 300 kiloamps. 300K, 300,000 amps in here. To put that in perspective, your house power is 60. This is 300,000. Holy crap, what a fuse. We'll test that to make sure it's still good, and we will sell that sucker. He's going to be worth some money. That's like the kind that they use in generators and other major, and this is BUSS, B-U-S-S, which is a great name. It fuses very well known. Over 95 degrees right now. Okay, so this is a weed digger thing, a couple bucks. Another tourniquet, another life straw, some door stoppers, that's about $2. 2 more of these, another $30 each, if I remember right. We have a Husqvarna trimmer line. May or may not be new. We'll figure that out. Kind of looks like it might be new in the package, but it might not because they always have it running outside. So we'll check that out and see if it's new. Another pair of safety glasses. Some more trimmer line. This is for Troy-Bilt Remington. It's a genuine part, Yardman genuine part. So you know, a couple bucks, $3, $5, something like that. Another weed tool. And another box of the discs for the DeWalt sander. And again, I'm going to look these up. This is another 25 pack. We will find out what the cost of that, what the value of that is. We've got 50 of them now, 225 packs. We'll see. If they're a buck a disc, that's still 50 bucks. So yeah, all in all, pretty happy with this box. That's what's in it. We'll give you a recap. You saw me open this. This is the fuse. It's that giant fuse. You saw me open this. I looked this up. This fuse is used by power companies for utility lines, as I suspected, and by companies that do generators for data centers and hospitals and things like that. This fuse is 600 volts AC, 300 volts DC. It is 300,000 amps AC, 100,000 amps DC. Now let me put that in perspective. The ones in your house are 15 amps, 20 amps. The main line coming into your house is 300 amps. This is enough fuse for 1,000 houses. I looked it up. That is a $300 fuse. If you remember, the box cost us about $200. $300 fuse. And I actually know who I can sell it to. So, absolutely amazing find in that box. Absolutely amazing. Very exciting. I can sell this one item and everything else in that box is pure profit. And there's profit in this too. Absolutely amazing. I am so stoked. I will keep you up to date on what I sell it for, since I'll be selling it wholesale, not retail, probably closer to, I'm going to guess 200 bucks, maybe 250. But I do have somebody I can sell it to that's in the generator business. I'm excited because looking this up, it looks like it should be a $300 fuse. Absolutely amazing. I still have to test it, but right now, so this actually has a little piece on the outside that's an indicator. It pops up when the fuse is blown, and it is not popped. So I am going to test it for continuity, make sure it's still a good fuse, and if it is, this thing is $300. Amazing. In just a minute, and with that, I will say thank you very much. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, subscribe for updates. I do 2 videos a week. The first one is an unboxing if we have something to unbox. Now, inventory, we're building inventory, so we bought a whole bunch of stuff really fast to get inventory up, and then we're going to replace it as we sell it. At the current rate, it looks like we might be okay on the weekly videos because we're selling some stuff. And then the other video will be on some kind of business topic. We'll talk to you about this business in particular, our impression of it, the things that we're learning, those and general business knowledge that you need to know if you're in this business. So we'll talk to you later. Have a great time. Don't forget, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you next week.